Welcome to Pax Europiana here from Frankfurt. I want to make an urgent call to make a new debt deal now. We've done it successfully as European Union in 2020 with the 750 billion for the COVID relief, the Recovery Europe program, and we need exactly the same instrument now, 2022, before the winter of the war. It needs a new and bigger package. This crisis is really about reconstruction. Corona was never, there was no physical destruction. Yeah? That was of course economic shock, that was a public health shock, there were a lot of tragic people losses, yes, that was all very tragic, and it was the right thing to do, to spend fiscally on the EU level to help and to show solidarity, mostly for the Southern Europeans and for the Eastern Europeans, and everybody got his share. It was really very good model. That's why I think it's time to do a second one. But this time the focus must be the rearmament of Europe and the victory of Ukraine, the rearmament of Ukraine, not in 500 million, but significantly enough to win this war. Additionally, the energy transition of all Europe, to soften the blow, to fund it over 10 years or 20 years, much better than to have everything in the budget immediately with subsidies. So this European package must come. It can include some other things like infrastructure for Ukraine, reconstruction of Ukraine. Will certainly, all in all, alone the Ukraine package will cost 700 billion. 700 billion additionally, or 800, then for the whole measures which I'm describing, the integration of Ukraine and the Western Balkans and Moldova and Georgia in the European Union over the next 10 years, the integration in the infrastructure and energy systems, the railway systems of Ukraine to Europeanize it, yeah? The whole missing infrastructure in the Balkans. Also supporting Turkey's Western integration, not in the EU, but at least infrastructure-wise. This will all be extremely expensive. We need equity, we need debt for that, and we need a new package like this. It was working very good. And of course it should be less focused on Southern Europe, at this time on Eastern Europe. And that's the logic of it. The integration of the Balkans, and also the energy transition, and also the currency change, because I'm, as you know, very much in favor of all countries in the European Union, no matter if they're candidate countries or they are members, to have the euro. That will also cost something, funded in one big package of 1.5 trillion, and it's much better than doing it alone. Germany did now another 65, it was a bit of a blown up and calculated into in a lot of things, but in principle it was a big package. Austria did even more. So all the countries are individually doing it fine, there is also a reason for that, but of course it must be done on the European level, especially for the countries who are much poorer, because Germany is redistributing as a rich country, but what is doing Albania or Ukraine? The energy shock is for all, and they are of course much harder hit. And it's totally unacceptable that we show so little solidarity in this moment of crisis, and we have to do it. I think it's logical. We have the role model, we have the fiscal space to do it in Europe all over together. Yeah? Some countries in Eastern Europe may not have it, but together, and there we have it. And we can put this 1.5 trillion, 1,500 billion on the European level. And as I have said already, I'm also in favor of that one. Some of these bankrupt, they might be corrupt as well, energy companies which need to be bailed out, Europeanize them as well. In exchange, the countries have to give the mainly state ownership towards the EIB. And that will be much better management of these companies on the European level than on the Austrian corrupt level, on the Cypriot corrupt level, on the Finnish probably less corrupt, but anyhow. Good. I think this package is now utterly important, and it has to come at the next EU summit. I have prepared all the documents already. I have prepared all the articles. I call for it since March, because 2022, because it's so logically. And then Lindner, who should actually resign, because he has proven to be utterly useless. Yeah? he should really resign as fast as possible and make the way for a new government, yeah? Because he has proven to be a complete disappointment for anybody who is a Christian Democrat, liberal, free market, yeah? Anybody who is not a socialist. The socialists are very happy with him, I'm happy, yeah, I'm sure about it, but he is the big disappointment, yeah, he should go. So we have here the situation, because he is also blocking that package, and that's of course a major problem. So we need a new government possible, but okay, maybe he will see the light, because if he doesn't want to have a new package on the German level, which is substantive, not this one, but a real one to help directly Ukraine and the Balkans, then it's much better to do that on the European level, and it's the logical way to do it. Yes, here from Frankfurt, I will repeat my call also for the Euroization of all countries. And please support the way forward for a united, strong Europe together with America in NATO, and to be a success. Thanks a lot. Bye.